I'm laughing and I haven't fucking started the video and I'm already laughing. So a random long time no fragrance video. So recently something silly has been happening. Something what you might actually call disturbing.
You guys think I look like Jeremy Fragrance too?
Yes.
Is that a compliment though?
It is a compliment.
Is it a compliment? Is it?
Yo,
I am wearing a fragrance. It's a marshmallow fragrance. You guys think I'm marshmallow? Does it smell like marshmallow? Can you guys smell it?
What's the brand?
Anyway,
It's like an indie brand.
all I know is
Okay. Smell good or bad?
It smells good.
Doesn't
so
smell.
just a couple examples because trust me, there's a wait.
Yo, Jeremy Fragrance.
You guys think? You guys think?
About that one. So recently, probably the past few months or so, I have been stopped multiple times. These are just a couple examples of people thinking I am Jeremy Fragrance. And I'm like, are you insulting me? And people are like, no, he's cool. He makes us laugh, blah, blah. He's funny. And first of all, of course, it's not unusual for me to be stopped. I got stopped today, asked for my autograph by multiple people. You know, I have this weird look and I've had a long shelf life, I feel like, of faking looking important. You know, I can't even tell you how many years people have stopped me and asked for my autograph thinking I'm somebody famous, you know. And, you know, not just in other countries too, where you might think I'm like a commodity or something, that maybe I look a little bit different. You know, like in Turkey, people were stopping me. Or in Japan, you know, I told the story that, you know, God, I hadn't been in Japan in a few months. And people are like, oh, we remember you. You're a Disney Prince guy. You're a Disney Prince or you're a Final Fantasy guy. Everybody knows you. Because you look so cool. You know what I mean? So, and that's nice. But even in America, I get stopped pretty regularly asking if I'm somebody famous. They just, are you somebody famous? You're like, who are you actually? Blah, blah. I have this like weird kind of look to me, I guess. I stick out. And it's kind of sad when I think about it. Because it's like, God, how many people are lucky enough that they can fake looking cool somehow, despite not being cool? And my pictures have been stolen on the internet for so many years, especially at one time. But I never got to do anything, and it feels like a missed thing. But recently I've been getting compared to Jeremy Fragrance, and I'm like, what the fuck, Jeremy Fragrance? Long forward. And so morbid curiosity got the better of me. And I was like, what is Jeremy Fragrance even doing? And my story about Jeremy Fragrance is, I've said before, I used to support the guy at one time because legitimately, I think at one time he was getting hate just because, you know, he was a good looking guy. I never saw any video where he looked like a bad guy. And I think if you actually think about fragrance videos, a lot of fragrance videos are just background noise. They're just basically reading off Fragrantica notes. And, you know, they're just, what the fuck are they even saying? You can't even tell what the fragrance really smells like when you just list off a fragrance note. Not many people actually describe fragrances. So if you're actually thinking about fragrance videos, a lot of time you're just watching it because you're curious if somebody likes something that you like, that you have an interest in, right? And so doing compliment videos with a lot of girls, I don't think is bad, because in a way those are the quotation marks best videos anyway, because you're finding something, if someone likes a hobby that you like, if someone enjoys a smell that you like, so it's interesting already, right? And of course he was a good looking guy, blah blah blah. But I stopped supporting that guy when he made all those fake videos. You know what I mean? I could not support him after that. He made those videos where, oh, I got to sell all my clothes. I'll only wear this from now on. I don't have any money. And he made those fake videos like, oh, I got to sell all my fragrances. I can only keep the best fragrances ever. And he made some videos where all the fragrances are gone, all this kind of shit. And then, of course, he came back. All those videos were deleted and he showed up with a Ferrari. And so, you know, he scammed people with this fake Patreon shit, right? Which some people have said that he actually had a fake Patreon for a computer at one point, which I don't remember. Maybe he did. I mean, he's a scam artist, so he could have, you know. And someone even commented before, and this could be true, I don't know, that he was actually using the fake Patreon money for to bring girls in to fuck them. And that could be true too. But, you know, the point is, and, you know, some people defended him and they're like, oh God, well, he was he didn't really buy the Ferrari. He just was leasing the Ferrari. But the point is, how can you make videos scamming your audience, trying to like tug at their heartstrings or some shit, whatever you want to say, right? Stealing money from them, dude. Oh, I don't have money for fragrances. I don't have money for my clothes. I got to sell all my clothes. I have to sell all my fragrances. Make some fake videos where all his fragrances are gone. Oh, I sold them. All my clothes are gone. Oh, hey, now I have a Ferrari and all these fragrances I supposedly sold are back. Right? God, there was also that one video that I thought this video was stupid too, where he apparently got some fragrance award-winning thing, right? And people said that he stole the video that he got the award for, and I thought, I was like, oh God, this video wasn't even that interesting. And then when I saw the video that apparently he plagiarized, I was like, oh fuck, well, you know what, this video isn't exactly fucking rocket science, but excuse me, the verbiage in the video was pretty goddamn similar. So the point was, I couldn't support the dude after that. Before, I had gone out of my way to actually defend him because I think people had actually hated him for no reason. And then somehow he got more popular when he actually did like legit evil things. And looking at him now, apparently he's really about Jesus and all this kind of stuff. And it's almost, it's kind of disturbing and almost evil, I would say. Like, it's some of the videos are like, okay, this is just so ridiculous, but he talks about Jesus so much and like, oh, I'm following the teachings of Jesus, but I've never seen any video where he has apologized for stealing money from the community. And the thing is, it's not like he was a small YouTuber or anything at that point either. To my knowledge, he was already the biggest YouTuber for fragrances when he stole the money from everybody. When he made all those fake videos, didn't he already have 100,000, 200,000 followers? You're telling me you have that many followers and you couldn't afford fragrances? It makes no sense. It was just absolutely, it was obnoxious. And then you see the guy talk about Jesus every fucking video. Or, well, the morbid curiosity has gotten the better of me and I've actually checked some of it. And I'm like, every fucking video is talking about Jesus and following the teachings of Jesus and being like such a great person. And it's like, you made all these fake videos. I don't see anything where you apologize for stealing money from the community or anything like that. It's just very, like I said, it actually, like some of the videos I watched and I'm like, wow, he really says this every video. And it's like really kind of fucking evil, to be honest with you. Like looking at him like, whoa, he's actually this kind of makes me think he's like an evil motherfucker, actually, to be honest with you, dude. I'm like, whoa. And I don't know if maybe he just talks about Jesus now because I don't know. Who knows? There could be any number of reasons, but it's kind of disturbing. And even I said, back in the day, the only weird thing that really stuck out to me about him, and like I said, I didn't think he had any videos that made him look bad at all. If anything, I thought a lot of the community looked bad for trying to make fun of him. They just hated him because he was a good-looking dude. The only thing that I saw that was slightly seemed a little bit shady is when he was first starting off is, some people, they will comment on everybody's videos to try to like, oh, hey, I'm commenting on your video, but technically I'm promoting myself by doing so, right? And I remember I would see that dude comment on basically everybody's videos, but he never commented on my videos. Even though I would see him comment on other people's videos who had less than me for fragrances, which seemed a little strange because his brother has actually commented on my videos before. That was a little bizarre to me, but I was like, weird, but whatever. But then, once fake videos and God, dude, I think it's sad. And it brings me back to that idea that, and I guess he's even bigger now. He has like over 2 million people. It's insane. It's, I've said before, I think it shows kind of like, and I talked about this before. It's almost like people hated him early on because of the way he looked. But then when he made fake videos and stole money from people, there were people actually defending him for that. And he got bigger. And it made me almost wonder if like psychologically, people could be empathetic with that. like you can't be. It's harder to be empathetic to imagine being when he was good looking, years ago. Harder to be empathetic because maybe when someone is good looking like that, you assume the worst. Just like I don't think I'm cool, but I definitely have people make up all sorts of crazy lies about me. So I can't even imagine. I'm sure he's had legitimate lies made up about him. He had that sex scandal too thing with, but I thought that was just silliness when I looked at it. Like, I mean, everyone gets horny sometimes. Maybe he had some actual incriminating evidence against his horniness. Maybe he should have been in horny jail, but the messages I saw, I was like, okay, he got horny. People get horny. It was like, that's what you're trying to get. How about you cancel him for stealing money? But again, it almost makes you think that like psychologically or social study wise that people could feel empathetic because maybe there's an inherent evil in people to actually make videos, to make fake videos, to do something that would steal money from other people. And maybe some way society thought that, or something at large to make him get that big. That's like, oh, I can identify with that. I can be empathetic because I've wanted to do something evil for money too, to make money off of people. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm basically trying to play devil's advocate because it's amazing to me that the guy made so many fake videos and it only made him bigger. Do you know what I mean? It's very bizarre to me. And it's sad. I think it shows a sad kind of, kind of like a sad story about society. And, even I think about, my story. I've had so many weird people make up lies about me. And even after, I've proven it wrong so many times, these people have actually gotten more popular. Again, you talk about, and again, not to derail too much, you think about there's actually dudes that have bragged how saying that I faked cancer, fake dying, and all this kind of stuff made them popular. And people supported them even though they did all that. It's very weird. I don't know if it just shows that maybe human beings are evil deep down or something like that, or people like drama. And so they're like, oh, hey, he's weird, he's funny. Who cares if he stole, because we don't actually care about the person. We just care about the drama because it's interesting. Who cares if he's a shitty person? I don't know. It's weird to me. But I was just thinking about that, morbid curiosity, because generally, like I said, I ignore his videos. I haven't supported him after that. And like I said, even when he was making those fragrances that I was like, I'm not going to buy these fragrances because I don't want to support him while he's in this endeavor since he stole money from people. And eventually, they took off and, they got made. So, sorry, excuse me again, I just ate. Eventually I did get some samples of stuff because I'm like, well, I guess if it's a thing now, I'll get a sample. You know what I mean? And legitimately, I actually like the unisex one. If unisex was not made by him, I might have actually bought it, but I refused to support the guy. So that's why I never got it. But I actually did like unisex, but I like sweet fragrances. So, but anyway, I just saw that. And, because people, I'm like, God, I feel like insulted. I'm asking some of these people to think I look like Jeremy Fragrance. Like I said, sometimes people are like, oh, you're the Disney Prince guy, or oh, you're the guy, you look like the guy from Shrek, or oh, you're an anime character, Final Fantasy guy, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's not abnormal. Like, it's weird. Like, I do get stopped pretty frequently. Like I've said before, I'm sort of like a well-known nobody, it seems sometimes. Like, I wish, God, I need to find a way to, man, who knows? I remember when I was making fragrance videos more often, people were like, I should have done the Jeremy Fragrance thing because I should have been out with girlfriends smelling fragrances. Could have done the same thing as him, but I got health issues. I'm not out all the time. It's just not really me, I guess. But but yeah, getting compared to Jeremy Fragrance, like at first I thought it was a joke, but dude, I've been stopped so many fucking times and asked if I'm Jeremy Fragrance lately, dude. It's insane that I've actually started recording these kids. And I'm like, what, dude? Like, what? Why? And I'm like, is this insult? And they're like, no, he's funny. He's funny. He's cool. And I'm like, oh, God, I guess. Anyway, maybe like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share. Support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.